Well, hey guys, glad you could join me. This is kind of a public service announcement. Just want to get this out there because I have talked to a few people that have had misconceptions about this flounder season that is opening tomorrow. Today is August 31st. So this little season is opening up tomorrow. And originally what it was the Wildlife Resource Commission said, hey, we're going to open up flounder season for 4 days in September for joint and inland waters. Fine. Well, the Marine Fisheries Resource Commission, what they wrote a letter and said, hey, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. We've been studying on this thing. You shouldn't do this. Well, Wildlife said, hey, we're going to do it anyway. So the thing there is that Wildlife said you can catch them in joint and inland waters. But as you know, joint waters, Wildlife and Marine Fisheries both have jurisdiction in those waters. So you could get ticketed, not by Wildlife, because Wildlife said, hey, you can have them. But Marine Fisheries says, hey, you can't. We will still ticket you if you're caught in joint waters with a fish that is a closed season. So what the Marine Fisheries did, they stepped up and said, okay, we're going to allow that 4 days in the joint waters because they have jurisdiction there too. Now you're good to go, right? You're good to go. You're good to catch flounder the 1st and 2nd and the 7th and the 8th of September in joint and inland waters. Now, I've talked to several people, and even before Marine Fisheries came up with their deal of allowing it in joint waters, thinking that a creek that dumps into a bay area or whatever on the coast, yeah, you're good up in there, but that is not joint waters. And in my area, all these little creeks that go back up into the woods or wherever they're coming from, they are not joint waters. They're still coastal waters. And the thing about it, I'm glad we're getting 4 days, but it's going to do me no good. To find joint waters, for me, I've either got to go to the Cape Fear River or the Neuse River. And that's just out of the question for me. That's just too far to travel to hit these joint waters. There's not a lot of joint waters, especially in eastern North Carolina. You find more joint waters as you go north. So no good for me, but I'm glad somebody gets to catch some flounder and keep one flounder per day. Not bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a link below that's going to show you a map of joint and inland waters and coastal waters. Now, remember, this is for joint and inland waters only. You can't get caught with a closed season flounder in coastal waters. They will issue you a citation. Even though you may have caught it in joint waters or inland waters, well, that officer doesn't know that, and you're probably not going to be able to prove it to him. So he's going to get you for possessing that flounder during the closed season. So just remember, guys, if you're putting in coastal waters, you're heading to joint waters, you catch a flounder, when you cross back over that boundary into coastal waters, going back to the boat ramp to load up, you are now carrying an illegal fish. So just be wise of that. If you're going to go catch these things in joint and inland waters, make sure you don't go into coastal waters with this fish. Make sure that you put in at a boat ramp or wherever you're going in that zone, in that inland water and that coastal water, inland waters. Because if you cross over, you get caught, you're possessing that fish during the closed season. But guys, if you can get to these joint waters, enjoy yourself. Go out and catch you some flounder. 4 days is better than nothing. I wish that they at least did, that 4 days in coastal. Now, what is 4 days going to do? We did have some poundage left over from last year. I think it's around 46,000 pounds that we can catch. And I think in 4 days, we'd probably still be we'd probably still be good and wouldn't have to pay back anything next year. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So guys, just remember, don't get caught in coastal waters with those flounders that you catch in joint waters and inland waters. You will be ticketed. And I've spoke to a lot of people that are confused on what joint waters are. Like I said, check out this map that I'm gonna put a link in the description, and first comment I'll drop the link there. But you guys have a good time. This is Labor Day weekend. It is hot as all get out right now after last week's nice cool down. You guys get out there. If you can get to those joint waters, those inland waters, catch you some flounder. Good luck to you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. You guys take care, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next one.